Hey, so welcome back to Not Your Average. My dogs here, Snug, DJ, Shawnee P. I'm David. Man, it's been a minute. Doing a little recap from the last episode. We was talking about being the man we need to be growing up, and got a little emotional. If you haven't seen the episode, tune back in episode 2. We hear my dogs. Been a minute, man. We're gonna touch on bases today. Our platform is really is open to be vulnerable, and when we came together as one, we wanted to make sure this platform is a safe space for everybody. Talk about stuff that people might not want to talk about because it's frowned upon, or they just don't want to seem weak, or this don't be vulnerable people don't know about. So we here as men talking about stuff that's everyday thing we go through, but not everybody can talk about it. So yeah, that's what we're here for today, man. So y'all been what's going on, my dog? Saying with it.
Chilling.
Chilling.
Life.
Huh?
Life is life.
Started back in on crazy fights,
No, I ain't no been crazy.
Yeah, at ours.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Same old.
Same old. So with you, head coach Centennial.
Man, just trying to stay in the win column. That's about
What's
it.
the record right now?
3-2 right now, man. 2 losses are two of the top teams, Gorman and Arborview. But other than that, you gotta take care of business. Gotta buy this week. So get back healthy, get back to the little things, and then gotta finish out the last 4 games of the regular season.
So we'll see how many go to the playoffs now? How's it look now for playoffs high school?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. It's a lot that goes into it now. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that offline. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Shawnee P.
What's the word, my dog?
Just got back from the HAWAII.
Yeah.
Maui was great. Definitely be going back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Had
Look
a great
nice
time.
from the pictures.
Had a great time, man.
How's the culture there?
There was a lot of white folks.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
More like it's more
touristy.
Touristy.
No, not where we was at.
For real?
Maui, they say the Big Island, Honolulu, that's where it's all turned up
Waikiki.
and more touristy. And Maui is where it's real chill and all that. But it was, I guess that's like retirement spot.
Yeah, y'all expensive.
There's a lot of old white folks. But culture-wise, everybody, it was cool. Everybody say hi. Us being Sarai, a lot of people thought she was Hawaiian.
Islander.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too, for
But
sure.
being brown folks, we was getting a lot of looks. People staring and shit.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Everybody said hi, aloha. Nobody says hi. Everybody says aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
They get y'all legs. Y'all
That's
got the plane?
No.
No legs?
No. Sarai got one on the way back, and I bought one for my auntie. But we ain't do all that.
Oh, okay.
But it was great, man.
They
We had a
really do
great
that, though?
time.
They do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I think you might have to fly on Hawaiian Airlines.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe. That's how you get
And
legs.
it's that's even whitewashed. We get out. We in the airport. We see a poster, like a billboard advertising Hawaiian Airlines, but it's a white family on there.
Oh.
And we get in the Uber. So he asked the dude. He was a Vietnamese dude, but he was born there. She was like, "Why do they have that?" And he was like, "Because they was recently bought out by Alaskan Airlines."
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of white folks.
You think keep the culture
Yeah,
the same.
we didn't see. I didn't see as many natives or many as Hawaiians as I thought I would. But it was cool. Everybody was cool. Great time.
Copy how the kids, man. So my little dog Cito.
I don't know if I'm gonna let him go to his aunt's house no more.
Dang, what'd he do, G?
Oh, he got a blast.
Be encouraging him to beat the dog with the bat,
got
bro.
the bat, bro. Got a rest. Cito. Okay. Then I had the Robert and the fall pass out. Cito hit it. He's like, sit down. Sit, hit. Yeah, good. Cookie though, cookie. It's a cookie. It's your reward.
He was trying to have him beat Roxy,
He was
though?
going crazy.
Yeah.
Hitter.
Because when I went to check the lighting before I left,
Roxy cool.
Whatever.
Cito had the bat and he was chasing, and D-Mac was telling him get it. And I'm like, nah. So before I dropped him off the other day, I'm like, hey, don't be encouraging my son to do that to the dog. He's like, psh, best believe I will.
Bro, Cito, that's my dog. Hey, when he was hopping on the FaceTime.
Bro, that shit was crazy, dog. My mom tried to say it was a fluke. And I'm like, first time I'll give it to you. But when I hang up,
he get on
call
there.
his mama back, then he hang up on his mama and jump right back in. I'm like, nah.
Hey, he was trying to tell us get off.
Yeah.
He was getting pissed.
That shit was trippy. Like, how the hell? But yeah, no, kid's good, Nadia good. She loving school. Picture day coming up. So.
Picture day on. I think Picture day is Wednesday for Jordan and Elijah.
October 1st for Nandi.
Trace, I got a fresh cut today. He all geeked up. Bro, swear he cool. I'm like, how you gonna pose? He like, I said, boy, better not put your fucking hand on your cheek. You better just smile, my guy. Y'all got your teeth missing, looking crazy. Everything gone. But
What's good with you? How the kids? How the coaching going?
Coaching is coaching. It's different, bro. Like that man thing is a big thing, bro. When coaching youth football, I got 6-year-olds. The 6-year-olds are so impressionable, right? So if you spazzing out, crashing out, and tripping out at the football field practice, they do the exact same thing. They're scatterbrained. You gotta really teach them a strong foundation because they're gonna do what you do, not what you say. And bro, this is the coach that I'm with right now is the craziest one I've been a part of my life. We gotta do better. I don't know. We won Saturday. We gotta win in. But man, we as a unit, I'm real big on us being men, especially coaches, and parents giving us their kids and taking the time away from them. We gotta be a direct place with the parents. Make sure they understand and getting the right foundation from these men that they have around. And we look like buffoons out there today. It looked crazy, but hopefully we can bounce back from that and people hold each other accountable. Like, yo, we can do better for these kids. They deserve it. They put in the work every day. Summertime, hot, running, hitting. They deserve the best out of us.
I think people
crackling that pressure.
People got to understand, like, coaches, how important coaches are, bro. They're so important, dog.
That was the first man I had growing up. You know what I mean? Like, especially most of the kids, like, not say most of them, but a lot of kids come home without a father. So they pay their sport, basketball, football, soccer. That first male coach they got is the man look up to. Like, that's
like, it was a big deal for, like, growing up. Like, when we used to go stay the night at Coach Dean house, bro, it was a big deal, bro. Like, I remember we had a game when we played for the Dolphins. I forget who we were playing against, but it was my mom's birthday, and my mom had just passed away maybe 2 years prior, and I was just emotional, dog.
Yeah.
I was super emotional, and I remember Dean, after the game, I had a bad game. Dean pulled me to the side, and I think I was in the 4th grade, and he made me write a letter, write something about what does it mean to be a champion. In the 4th grade, dog. He made me write that in the 4th grade, and so for me, that's like he actually shows and cares. And the crazy thing is, dog, I got interviewed by the Charlotte Observer when I was with the Panthers when they found out about, like, my story and stuff. Bro, they called Dean.
That's dope.
They called Dean and they mentioned the letter. Dean still got that letter.
That's crazy.
So you talking about, like, almost 30 years later, he still got. But that's the coaching, the relationships. Like, man, that's big, man.
I enjoy it because I like because when you see the kids 10 years from now, 5 years, whatever, and they remember you like, hey, coach, and they tell you, like, you really impacted my life. That means so much because it means you're really shining a light out here. You know what I mean? You really lighting candles from other kids. You know, make sure they go straight. But that goes right to our topic, man. Is how we show up as fathers. You know what I mean? How do you think you show up as a father that you maybe didn't have in the past or
being present?
Present.
Yeah, being in the moment and being a part of the moment.
Copy. So what do you think you're giving Bray that you didn't get growing up?
Well, I give Bray. He gets more of a voice. You know what I mean?
Okay, respect that.
To, like, ask, like,
Absolutely.
Dad, why am I doing this?
Yeah, that's important.
So yeah,
that's important.
You
I think it's good you do that because they give them the avenue to ask questions.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us grew up like, not about all of us, but some grew up where, like, the parent is a dictator. Hey, this, I said something.
You say that, ask, no question.
Yeah, because this is how it is.
Yeah.
And then so you do something bad, you're kind of scared to go to your parent.
Yeah.
That's good you have the avenue, man. That's really
But
good.
I'm big on, like, not basically shutting them down or dimming his light. You know what I mean? I don't want to be jumping on him for asking me, why he's doing a, certain thing or whatever. He should ask questions why.
Yeah. Sure. I had to catch myself the other day because told Nandi to go brush her teeth and she said, why? Which she ain't never asked that question.
Yeah.
It got a lot of kudos at her last dentist appointment because of how well she does brush her teeth on her own. So when she asked, I was like, what? Like, why would you? I'm like, hit her with that, just go brush your teeth. Don't ask why. And then after she was done, I was like, you know what, Nandi, that's my bad. I was like, I said, I apologize. I take that back. I said, you can always ask me why. And I really kicked myself in the ass because that's just who I am. I'm like, one of my nicknames is Quizzo. Like I'm a natural. I ask questions. So I don't know why I did. I probably was just frustrated. But I told her, I said, I apologize, and I told her, you deserve to know, why the reason behind something I'm asking you to do. So she was like, it's okay, Daddy. I know you didn't mean it. So
And we come from a generation where our parents, their parents was like, just do what I say.
Yeah, do what I say. That's no question.
And so a lot of that was put into us, but I'm learning that as well. And I don't think I really understood the why behind things until I think it was my second year in the league, and my DB coach was Steve Wilkes, and I'll never forget this. We were in training camp, and he said, instead of just telling you guys what to do on certain plays, I need to explain why you're doing this on certain plays. Yeah. And bro, that stuck with me into my personal life.
Yeah.
And so now, like, I'm like an over communicator. And sometimes, like, I get a little bit long winded, but I'm trying to make sure you fully understand the why instead of what I'm just, And so, like, even like as a coach, like, a coach say, hey, run through this brick wall. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through the brick. It's like, I'm gonna tell you why you got to run through this brick wall.
Right. Side of it.
So if I'll tell my quarterbacks, like, hey, if we're in trips and it's this many safeties, this is your read. If this many safeties, this is your read. Why? Because when it's this many safeties, this is what's gonna happen. If it's this many safeties, this is what's gonna happen. This is how they rotate. So saying the why and getting them to be able to not just hear it, but they got to internalize it, because that's how you get better. Is like when you can actually internalize the why, then it's like, explain it. You explain it. It's teaching. Just like you was talking about with coaching, it's teaching. It's not just teaching you to just do as somebody say. You got to, as husbands, as fathers, as coaches, those who got little kids, like, we're trying to raise independent thinkers, right? To be able to say, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Well, this is why I'm doing this, and be able to explain. One day you might have to explain to your boss, like, yeah, this is why I did this. If boss asks you, hey, why did you do this? Well, I did this because of X, Y, Z, because ABC was presented to me, instead of just, I don't know.
What about you, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I'm showing up as the father of me. What I'm doing, what I didn't have. I say just being the emotional guidance. I've been through so much life without having a father growing up. I think my boys I have, my sons, it's I cherish it so much more. I cherish it. So I want them to understand what I've been through. But I'm telling them, I'm not just saying it because I want to say it. It sounds good. I've been through. I tell them everything. I've been through everything. I've been through it all. I've seen it all. I've been through it all. And you can ask this person this person that. And the reason I'm telling you is because I've been through that, and I don't want you to go on that road. I'm trying to get you to go forward without having to go through so many trials which I went through. It can be a smoother path. Of course, you're gonna make your own decision in the day, but what I'm telling you, I'm trying to make it a smoother ride. I'm trying to pave the way for you, and your emotions got to be intact. You cannot. My baby, for sure. He is very passionate.
He's your child.
He's my child.
Yes, he's your child.
All this is cerebral. You'll think some shit out. Okay, I see that. Okay, it's gonna take him a lot for him to really snap. You know what I mean? He hold a lot in. My baby, he's passionate, bro. Like, if he loves you, he loves you to his core. If he don't like you, he's locked in. It's not. It's over with. It's over. You're done. But like, even on the football field, my baby, he's passionate. He gets somebody, hit him, he hype, he getting him. But somebody misses his teammate, he wants to fight. Like, you gotta fight your past. So that's the he's 6, so it's good he has that passion in life that he can go forward. He can always not quick, keep going forward, but to transition that passion into a positive manner and showing it that you're not gonna quit at the hands. That's what I'm trying to maneuver him into. And my oldest, he gonna be good. He's cerebral. I gotta get him not to.
He's smart as hell too.
He's smart as hell, but I get him not to quit himself because I see so much greatness in him. So he's so smart. He's so this, so that. But things get hard, he'll shut down. You got. I tell him all the time, embrace that shit, bro. Okay. If it's something getting hard, you going the right way. If it's easy, something ain't right. You know what I mean? Anything worth having, you got to fight for it.
Do you give him examples of how to embrace it?
Yeah. So my oldest, So Brady's extremely mature, cerebral. I can talk to him about everything in my life. Like Trey don't understand certain things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I say, hey, bro, I did this. I tell him about something I had to go through. Hey, I had to clean the whole house up myself. He fixed it. You know what that means? Yeah. So that was there. I did that, and I played football still, high school. Took care of my sisters, my brother, and went to college too.
Yep.
And I'm still.
Me and Brayden had a conversation too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At Cheyenne.
Oh yeah. Oh.
How did that help?
Oh man, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because
He whatchamacallit.
oh.
He came to me, so he was doing, bad at school or whatever.
Brayden
Was that
Moses. Huh?
or the park? Was the
park
park.
shit,
The
yeah.
park,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
being
Trying to be like a bully.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
got
yeah,
that
yeah, I
kind of-
remember that.
yeah,
I'll teach that.
You know what I mean? So
Teach my son to be a bully.
he
hit me
You
up
go
and was
teach
like,
somebody
yo,
else.
Right.
I need to be tough. Though. I need to be tough.
Yeah, he hit me up though and was like, "Yo, bro, I need them keys." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, bro." He tripping. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" This and that. He telling me. I'm like, "All right, let me holler at him." He was like, "All right, cool." He got the car. He stayed in the car. It's just me and Brayden having a conversation, and like things I was saying, he was like, "You was doing what?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like
You don't know.
about all that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
All the fun.
that ain't true. You know what I mean? Like that ain't true." And he see me this now, but
Yeah.
Everyone got a pass.
he don't know me from high school and middle school and all that. So like that to me was like he see me better than I was. You know what I mean? And things I was saying or whatever, he was shocked. Like you? And I'm like, yeah, bro. Ask David. Like, yeah. He was like shocked.
Brayden real. You got to see it.
Yeah.
You feel me? He got to see it. Like,
That's these kids nowadays.
yeah.
In jail.
Yeah.
If
You
he
know?
sees it, he like if he sees and you tell him like, oh, this is that. He's a kid gonna ask why. 100% why.
Mhm. You know?
Why? I don't. It'll go piss you off. I don't care who you. It's gonna piss you off. Like, bro, because I said, bro, cause I've been here before. When I think about like, all right, AB, this is why, bro. Let me tell you why. I've been here, bro. This is what happened if I didn't do this. You know what I mean? Like, been in jail a couple times. You wanna go to jail? It's not cool. You're lower than well shit in jail. It just sucks.
Yep.
You ain't got you have nothing that you're there.
You got a name, you got a
after
number.
Mercy, you had a number, bro.
Your number.
And I'm teaching y'all not to go that route, bro. So you have to. I'm telling you for a reason, bro. And I just want him to be great, bro. And so, his emotion is he'll shut down and go to shell. And Trey's is he'll go too hard sometimes and just go full blown the wrong way. He going all the way, but it's the wrong way. God damn, this way, turn around. Oh my bad. So this getting them both to have that happy medium, if that makes sense. That's what I'm doing, trying to change as a father and be the father I need to be. What about you, Sean? What you got, bros?
Well, I ain't have a dad, so
Yeah.
me being around I'm already a leg up on
Certainly.
that.
Automatic.
But I don't know. I guess I could say I'm a talker. That's why I had to kick myself in the ass the other day when she asked me why, because I always give the why. Because she's just like me. She's very inquisitive, loquacious little thing.
Loquacious. Ooh.
Damn, what that mean?
That means Sean.
What that mean, Sean?
Super
The definition?
talkative.
Okay.
Super talkative.
Okay.
Like, that little girl.
Loquacious.
And she
For the day right there.
Sarai be joking with her sometimes when Nandi just get to going crazy and Sarai will be like, nobody ordered a yappuccino. We all just start laughing. But Nandi,
That's Nandi says. Saudi says.
Sarai be saying it.
Oh, I like that.
But Nandi is just, she's a talker. So a lot of the times when she's getting in trouble, like now she don't like when I get disappointed. She used to be worried about getting in trouble, or she'll be like, am I in trouble, or am I gonna get a whooping, things like that. Now all that stuff is out the window. Now it's like, are you disappointed? I don't like when you're disappointed, Daddy, because when I'm disappointed,
That's
or
actually a good thing, bro.
Yeah.
we have those talks. Like
Yeah.
I will sit her down and I will talk to her, like, because I don't want. I remember as a kid, parents, teachers, and adults would always be like, they would treat kids like kids don't know. You don't know nothing. Like, as a kid, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You can't have no input on this because you just not. You don't know yet. And I don't.
Say,
I
you say not as I do, but it's not. It's the
don't.
opposite.
I don't raise my kids like that. I talk to Nandi, and I let her be in the room when I'm having conversations with my wife, with anybody. No, she needs to be here and see how these. So we have those talks. That, like DJ said, helping her develop and become an independent thinker on her own.
How to handle conflict.
So
It's important.
that's one of my strong suits, I would say, as a parent, is I don't limit my kids. I don't say, oh, you too young, or you're not gonna understand yet. Or if I do tell her, I said, if I do tell her you're not gonna understand, I say I'm gonna tell you something. I say, you gonna understand what I'm saying, but when you get older and you think back to what we talking about, it's gonna hit you differently.
Yep.
So that's how I am. I just keep it 100. You know, I don't sugarcoat nothing. It ain't no, we'll have this conversation when you get older.
Yeah.
Right now, we can have it right now.
Right. Open communication.
Facts.
How you showing up, DJ? How you showing up as a father?
So as I mentioned on the last episode, like I realized that I did have a father in Delaney growing up. So everything, just to preface, is talking about my biological. And so, yes, I had a great father figure in Delaney growing up. But that doesn't negate the fact that for the first part of my life, like my dad wasn't the best example. And so when I learned about him and the things that he was and wasn't doing, or the infidelity, things of that sort, I took those things, those lessons, and I'm big on action. And so growing up, whether it was that house or even with, V and Laney, like there wasn't a lot of, I love yous or hugs and stuff like that. Like we ain't do that. And so now every night when I see my kids, hugs, kisses, I love you, like, cause I didn't have that growing up. Even till this day, like I tell my siblings, Valencia, Delaney, like, hey, love you, and I'm giving hugs, kisses, all that stuff, which is big, especially when you're young and you are. I was in an emotionally fragile state when everything happened, and that type of love and stuff is what I wanted and needed, and I didn't get it.
Right.
So I'm making sure that I show up for them in that way instead of just, it's like the movie and play Fences, where he was like, I feed you, you got a roof over your head, you got clothes on your back, like that type of stuff. Like instead of doing that, it's like, no, I'm gonna give you everything, the food, the clothes, the shelter, emotional, spiritual, all of that. And then with just my work ethic, like we work, but it's not a lot of people who I know, who I'm around, who really work like I do, who work like we do, and that's not normal, But I'm having to learn to prioritize when to work, when to take a break, when to do these things. And
that's the biggest struggle right there.
And I'm open with my boys about it too. So I know that wifey, she hold it down all week. If you've never, ladies, if you're married to a coach, you understand. Especially a high school football coach who runs into, it's a lot. And so I show the boys that I'm there for mommy. Every Saturday, remember Saturdays we used to go into watch film and stuff like that day after the game. Yeah. The boys come with me.
Okay. Oh, that's respect. I like that.
The boys come with me, babe. If you want to go to the gym, you can. I got the boys. Like, whatever.
Moose did that too. That was dope to me.
Yeah, he brought the girls. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Coaches are important because we used to babysit his daughters.
Girls,
you know what I'm saying? Like
we on everything, bro.
We used to watch them, but to see that it's family's important. So I bring my boys, and so when they come, like they be like, "What's up, Dom? What's up, Jet? What's up?" Like they know the boys, so they're around. And showing them the importance of like family and culture and all this stuff. But But yeah, man, like that's I'm showing up in those emotional ways that I didn't necessarily have growing up as a kid.
Got a question. Might be off topic, but it's a question. I'm gonna ask everybody. But Sean, how do you make your kids cherish what they have without going through what you went through?
She got to work for it. It's a struggle
That's
because
$1 million question.
Nandi is like Sarai just came back from her work trip, right? Brought her some souvenirs.
Yeah.
Nandi said, "Oh, I only got 3 things."
I'm grateful. I don't like that.
I said, "So what number would have made you happy? You don't seem too excited that you got 3 things. Mind you, you just got a bunch of stuff when we came back from Hawaii. What number would have satisfied you? 4?"
Bro,
That sounds like Nandi.
Yeah.
That sound-
Yeah. One more.
And one thing that we went through this past maybe a week or so ago, we were going to her auntie's house, and I'm very strict. I don't do the sweets and sugar, candy, all that, right? So her auntie is at our house earlier that day, or the day before we go to her house, and was like, "Oh yeah, Nandi, I'm gonna have cupcakes for you and your cousin and popsicles." And I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
So the day of, we supposed to be going to her house. I think it was for the fight.
Okay.
So we going there later that night, but that whole day, Nandi was acting a fool. So I told her, nah, you know, Daddy was already making an exception for you to have all the popsicles and cupcakes. I said, nah, you lost your privilege.
You wilding now.
So if you want to, have that stuff, then actually I didn't even tell her. I told her you just need to tighten up. So we get to the house later that night, and she's like, "Daddy, can I have a popsicle? Can I have a cupcake?" I said, "Do you think you deserve one? Think you deserve it?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, tell me why." And she listed off 3 legit reasons on what she did to make up for how her behavior was. I said, "All right." So I agree with what you said, but I need you to know that having all this stuff is a privilege. It's not something that's a guarantee.
Right.
It's not a right. So the fact that you were able to voice and speak to why you felt you deserved that stuff, I said I'm proud of you, and go and enjoy that stuff. So that's one thing that I do to make her work for things without having to go through what I went through is to, one, I'm strict, and if she wants to go against what I say or how I feel about a certain thing, then talk to me.
Yeah.
Speak your piece. Use your words.
Right.
She know that we have conversations because like I said, now she don't like when I'm disappointed, and she'll be like, "Well, I don't want to get in trouble," and I'll tell her like, "Well, we gon'," because she was acting a fool. We was out of town. She was at her auntie house. She was showing her ass, showing her ass.
I
Right?
like her, bro.
Her Anna's telling us Nandi did this, and me and Sadai like, what, for real? So I told Nandi, I'm like, we gonna talk about this. She was like, am I gonna get in trouble? I said, no, you're not in trouble, but we got to talk about this. And I said, we had a conversation before, Nandi, that it ain't always about being in trouble. I said, as family, this is what we need to do. I said, you can tell me when I do something wrong. You can tell your mama when you do something wrong. That's what we're supposed to do as family. We keep each other on our toes. Make sure we all stay on point. So no, you're not in trouble, but we're going to have this conversation about your behavior at your auntie house. I said, you know what will get you in trouble while we having this conversation? She was like, what? I said, that baby voice. You get kids get in trouble, they get the whisper.
Oh yeah, no.
When you want something from the store, or when you crying about that you only got 3 things, you don't sound like that. You speaking loud, and you got that big girl voice. I said, so that's what's gonna get you in trouble if you get to talking and whispering and pouting while we having this conversation.
Right.
Be a big girl, own up to it, and then we'll be good. And you're not in trouble, but we gotta have this conversation so this don't happen again. So we can keep you on your toes, make sure you stay on point and behave the way you're supposed to behave. So Yeah, no.
How you making them cheers?
I think mine is kind of the same. Actually, piggybacking off of that, like letting Jordan and Elijah know that, and Alacia actually helped me with this, is letting them know it's okay to fail. So, growing up, like I didn't want to disappoint Valencia and Delaney. I didn't want to do that. And so I always made sure that I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I'm doing everything. And if I messed up, there was a fear that I'm going to get in trouble. And so Jordan and Elijah do the same thing, especially Jordan. He's like a perfectionist. And so if it's not 100% correct, he feels like I'm going to get in trouble. But I had to take a step back and actually see how Alacia handled the situations, because she would just sit there and talk to them about like what they did or didn't do correctly. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, like, no, you need to lay into them. But then it ain't always the way. And so let them know like it's okay to fail, like at practice when they playing baseball or flag football or in school, whatever. Like, dude, it's okay. Do you understand what you did wrong?
Right.
Okay. What can you do? I can do this, but oh, okay. So now we know. So now the next time you know what to do. I expect you to be able to do it. And then if you get it wrong again, I'm going to remind you again. I'm supposed to do this, Dad. You're right. So now you know. The first time you didn't know. Second time now you know. Now the third time, let's do it the right way. Right. We didn't necessarily have that growing up. It was like you messed up, like grounded, whatever it is. Right. So that's really what we're like working on, is just let them know like it's okay to fail, and that there's gonna be failures in life all the time, bro. All the time. I had to tell my football team, because you know how it is, coaching, a lot of these kids, they don't go as hard as they can, or they're very timid because they're scared of failing. And that's a lot of external influence that they have, social media, my friends, how they look at me, blah, blah, blah. Like they're afraid of that stuff. And look, they go like, bro, no, there's people, I had to tell them, there are people in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame who have a batting average of like 0.25 in the Hall of Fame. That means that out of 100 at-bats in your whole career, you only hit the ball, got on base 25 times, and you're in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, like it's okay to fail as long as you learn from it, still be successful. I tell Jordan all the time, because Jordan loves sports. Like he loves Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, he knows Tom Brady, this person. And I literally have to tell Jordan, like, dude, Michael Jordan didn't make every shot. He missed a lot. Kobe missed a lot. But did they stop? No. Right. So you keep going.
For sure.
And so just let them know like it's okay to fail as long as you keep going. When you stop or you have that fear of failure, so like I'm gonna just take a step back, I'm not gonna do it, then that's when Daddy has the problem.
Bro, that Nandi, she lacing my shoes the other day and getting frustrated because she's doing it wrong. I got OCD, so my shoes got to be laced. And she's a perfect. She like, well, she'll lose her shit like for real, like, oh, like, right? No. And I'm like Nandi, chill. Like it's your first time. Like you gonna make mistakes. You just gotta. Daddy, I don't like first times. I don't think I'm gonna do first times.
Bro,
like,
Nandi,
but you just not just gonna ever do it? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, no. What do you mean?
No.
I said, Nandi, you're 6 years old. The rest of your life is gonna be a lot of first times. Your whole life right now is gonna be first times. Like,
I think like with me, man, trying to make sure my kids cherish what they have now without going through what I went through, bro. I take them on rides. Me with the boys, we ride. Like, hey, man, let's pull up. Let's go. Take the boys, and this is us. This is us three. You know what I mean? And if we go down, see homeless people, like, hey, you see that? And sometimes I get a loaf of bread and meat sometimes. Hey, get out. What are we doing? Get out. Give them some food, bro. I want to show them, hey. But as you feed them, hey, you be grateful. You treat everybody the same, bro. We all breathe air. We all bleed. We're all humans. You know what I mean? They might have felt some hard time. You don't know their story. You understand me? So when they feed people they see visually what's going on. Back in the cars, y'all see that? Yeah, it's like, you see how grateful it was for that sandwich? Hey, you see how grateful they were for that? Yeah, I'm like, I want you guys to understand how hard me and mine worked just to have what you have now. roof over your head, new shoes, clothes, food. You got a nice place to stay, lay your head at, a mattress, a pillow. They don't have none of that. They're on the street. So I want you to understand what you have. It's a privilege. Honestly, if the only thing I had was some food, some top ramen, a little shanty so I can cover your head, don't get wet. That's literally all I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You have a little more than that. So I need you guys to be grateful for what you have and not take it for granted because tomorrow can be changed. Tomorrow can change.
Do you talk to them about them being two young boys being raised by both parents?
Oh man.
When you and Boothie were two young boys that haven't only been raised by one parent.
Of course, Trey don't understand he's 6, but Braden, I said, bro, I didn't the talk I'm having with you. I didn't have that talk.
Didn't have that. Yep.
I literally had not. That's my biggest thing. I tell I said, bro, I'm emotional. You know I'm emotional. You see me cry. Like I'm a crier, and I'm cool about that. I'm a crier, but because I'm so passionate. I want you to be great. You have to be great. Like if you're not great, I feel like I failed as a father. You have to be great. So I want you to understand. Like by me talking to you, I didn't have this growing up. I'm freestyling. Mom was working. She did her shit. She had to work. She had to grind. And I seen her resilience, and she never quit. We always had clothes. We always had everything to do. She was grinding, but she was there all the time. You know what I mean? So I had to figure a lot of freestyle.
You had contacts.
Huh? Yeah, and my contacts. I just wear the contacts.
It was fire though. That was fire. It was fire.
Yeah, they bored pretty eyes.
Nah.
All right.
I ain't sell that, but it was fire.
But no, on a real note, that's I tell them that hey man, this is me talking to you. I didn't have this, so I need you to soak this in and go from there. So I try to. My kids are more visual. I try to be more visual and talking to, but when they visualize, then it can soak in a little more, can paint a picture better, and that's how I try to make them cherish what they have now without going through what I went through. That makes sense.
Yep.
What you do with yours?
Snug.
My kids are like, they're not materialistic at all. You know what I mean? So, but it's me. For me, it's being vulnerable. You know what I mean? With them, like Bray. I think Bray's first time. Bray has seen me cry once. You know, and when I cried or whatever, he was crying, but he didn't get like why he was crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like me growing up, I've never seen Pops cry, like at all. It'd be pissed off. It'd be hurt. He's not showing me none of that.
I've seen Delaney cry one time.
Yeah. So like Pops, he don't cry. Pops, we didn't have like deep conversations about, you know, being a man or whatever. He let me know by his actions, and his actions showed me how to be a man. But the conversation piece came from either mom's or my grandma. Because Pops, he could never like form the words to like, you know, give me that vulnerability with him. You know what I mean? So it was there was one time where, like, you gotta understand, Pops have uncles, big cousins who are all athletes, who are all like known through Vegas for, you know, Bobby in football, Trell in track, Pops in basketball and in football. I have an uncle who's big as Shap for his football or whatever, you know. So me looking at it like damn, you know, everybody else is good and they're amazing. I want to be talking about like them, you know what I mean? So like Pops, when I was playing for the Wolverines and we was playing against the Falcons, I think. Mario
Kraken.
He was a running back, you know what I mean? And he put a move on me. I thought, you know, we was going to head up. Yeah. And he did boom, boom, boom. And, you know.
That's your earth?
He scored. No, I dove. Like, I dove into him and I caught nothing but
highlight reel.
Grass, you know what I mean? So, you know, hopped up with the Pops. He was like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool, you know. So game is over with. We still won, but I'm like, man, he just did me like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
fuck my homie.
Go home. I'm in the car crying. He's looking at me like, he was like, you cool? I'm like, no, man, he just made me look bad. I'm crying, you know, stuttering and shit. Bro, he dropped me off my grandma's house. Like, we didn't have a conversation in the car. He just dropped me off. Pass on everything. He dropped me off. Grandma in the backyard. See me walking up, she's like, come on. I'm like, all right. She in the garden. She was like, so you failed, huh? I said, yeah. She was like, no, learned a lesson. I'm like, yeah. She was like, so what? We gonna quit? Or, you know, we going back? I'm like, going back? She was like, yeah, because I ain't raising quitters. I ain't doing that. And like, she's not looking at me. She's in the garden.
Yeah.
Talking to me. And she's not yelling or anything, but she just, hey, you know, we ain't raising quitters.
And
Gonna get that helmet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mac,
okay.
I would say to you, because you said, I think you said a couple times, like, Trey 6, he don't understand.
He understands for sure.
Yeah.
I don't
He
agree with
understands
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey
Because
Trey
Victory
Yeah.
understands a whole lot.
He,
You know what I
he
mean? So, yeah.
understands.
Yeah.
Kids see everything.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
Especially because he goes to school. He's on sports teams.
Yeah.
I know he
observant.
if you have that conversation with him, he'll start to connect the dots. Like,
Mhm.
oh, so and so only see
Yeah.
their dad.
Mhm.
Or at school I only see their mom.
Yeah.
When you have those conversations with him, he may not know what he's looking at, but when you have that, it's gonna connect, and he will understand.
Mhm.
Like I had a conversation with Nandi about her being grateful because she can be very ungrateful. Like
Jordan and Elijah, same thing.
And I had to tell. Hold on, I gotta tell that. I told her to go put on some pajamas one night. This was a year ago. She didn't want to go put on any pajamas. I asked her why. She said because she don't have nothing that's brand new.
Oh, yeah, no.
Whoa.
I said, what?
Whoa.
And you know what fucking made it worse? That didn't help the situation? I go in the closet, and it is a brand new pair of freaking pajamas and hanging in there.
That is
But I had to have a conversation with her because she was super, super ungrateful. I think it was when we got back from Hawaii, and I just was like Nandi, you. She was talking about being hungry, and she just keeps saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And me and Sadai had told her, like, all right, we about to order some food. We got in the house late. Mommy not cooking. Mommy is on the phone right now trying to order some food. Like, you heard us say this. So and I'm like, and you're not really hungry. Because when I picked you up from school, you had a PB&J left, some peanut butter and crackers, and something else, some grapes or something. Weird. I'm like, but she didn't want to eat it. Why she didn't want to eat it? Because it was too little.
Hey, okay.
Wait, what do you mean, Nandi? So if it was a lot of food, you would have ate it? Yeah. So because it's a little bit of food, you don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Nandi, that don't make no sense. I'm like, it's okay if you don't want to eat it right now. I know we eat PB&J a lot, you eat grapes a lot. If you don't want to eat it right now, then just say that. But because it's not a lot of food, you don't want it. Or if you don't like it no more, then just say that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't none of that,
I
right?
don't want it at
And
all.
I had to tell her, I was like, Nandi, you're not
That would
really
have been
hungry.
dinner.
Yeah.
I said, because if you was really hungry,
Don't eat this.
you would have ate that. I said, there's kids out here in this world that don't have an option
Yep.
to not eat the PB&J in their bag. Don't have an option to not eat them crackers in their bag.
100.
And it's people out who really hungry that no matter what you put in their face, they gonna eat it. So Nandi, you're not really hungry. You need to understand how blessed and how fortunate you are to even have the option and the ability to say, I don't want to eat that right now.
For sure.
Yep.
That's facts, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's real. It's so, bro. It's so crazy that everything we went through is life, right? And we don't want our kids to go through. I don't want my kids to go through see what I went through, but it's like that's what made me like cherish what I have now. It's like that's why I go so passionate what I have now. All y'all, that's so passionate what you guys have now is because what you went through. That's $1 million question. To everybody out there, what's y'all? How do you guys think you guys can make y'all kids better or care if they have without going through what you went through? It's a $1 million question for everybody to answer. But going forward, man, like y'all think overprotecting your sons, or let's say kids, overprotecting your sons will strip the traits away from them making them men? So basically, if you shelter them too much,
we talked about
softer. You know what I mean? Not ready for life as men.
We talked about this prior, just offline.
Right.
And like I said, this might end up taking us left, but I think that you have to disclose what you think a man should be, because we all might have different thoughts and opinions. We might all have the same, but I think you gotta identify, like, okay, well, so what is a man? If I'm overprotecting my son, does that mean that he won't be, a vulnerable man? He won't be a this, he won't be a that. You gotta define
what is overprotecting.
Yeah, and what is overprotecting? You gotta define what you think a man is and what is overprotecting. Because I don't think that what I think overprotecting is like, no, you can't go to this party, you can't go to this kid's house, you can't do this, no, you can't dress like this, you can't. I don't necessarily agree with that. Some people do. And
yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that's overprotecting.
Yeah, I don't think it, but like I said, some people do. So it's just like, no, my kid can't go to the party. My kid can't do this. My kid can't do that. And I give you a prime example. So y'all know how it was. Fridays after the game, everybody going to Jack in the Box. Everybody going to Jack in the Box. Yeah, everybody going to Jack in the Box with Denny's. Okay, but and then after a while, like, you know how it was, like the parties.
Everything getting shot up.
Everything getting shot up. Something's happening at the parties. Y'all know I wasn't even allowed to go to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But when I went off to college, like, yeah, I had fun, but I didn't wild out like that.
Right.
Now Reese, on the other hand, same type of upbringing. When Reese got to college, Reese was wilding out.
That's what I'm talking about, Reese.
Reese was wilding out, but one can look at it as like, oh, well, you guys were sheltered, like your parents didn't do this, they were overprotective, they didn't allow you guys to go to the parties, go to the Jack in the Box, go to this, go to that.
That creates rebellions. And I mean, honestly, some people were a lot of shelter. Like, y'all was sheltered to me. Y'all was sheltered. I can do a lot. I think you took it a certain way and did a certain thing, and Reese was like, "Oh, I'm free. It's time to get it popping." And that's I feel like y'all. Every kid takes a different way. You know
and that's where parenting comes in.
For sure.
And this might be the former special ed teacher in me, but it's like a kid having an IEP. Like, it's individualized plan for every kid. So the sheltering or whatever I may have gone through worked in a sense for me, but I didn't need to hit the party. I didn't need this. I didn't need that, because I knew what my goal was. Right. I was driven. Reese may have needed something different, because he may have needed to go out and hang out a little bit, experience. Because when he got to UNR, he was wild.
Yeah. He had a curiosity mindset.
Yeah.
How I feel about it, though, is our question that's being asked is basically like younger kids, like, kids who's getting into fights or whatever, or having to like make up their own way in their environment, and like in on the playgrounds and going to school and all that kind of stuff like that. If we're like stopping those interactions from happening, then we are basically feminizing them, because they're home all the time up under us and not learning how to properly handle things with kids their ages.
I don't think it's necessarily feminizing, though, because if I'm sheltering my kid from going to the park and getting to this dang fist fight or doing this or doing that, I don't think that's making him feminine, because shoot, your daughter can be the same way. Like, I'm not going to allow you to go to the movies with your friends, or go get your nails, or go do this or go do that, because we know how teenage girls can be. So then if I shelter my daughter from certain things, does that mean that I'm going to make her masculine or I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
You jumping forward, though.
I think the girls,
kids wise, like kids, like, grade school kids, you know what I mean? Not kids on high school or going to high school. I'm saying kids from 0 to like 8. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I'm just saying because you said feminized.
Yeah. So what I think is from 0 to 8, those interactions with other cousins and friends or whatever have to happen where they like learn certain things from friends on what not to do, not to say or handle certain things. Because being a parent, we could teach them one way, you know, being at home or whatever, but being at school or being at the park is a whole different beast from what we are showing them at home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How can you even overprotect them from that? I mean, unless they telling you, Daddy, I'm about to go to the park to get in this fight.
You being there?
How do you even know that that's finna go down?
No. You don't like growing up playing and kill a man. Mm-hmm. We've all have had fist fights and kill a man. Hit me too hard.
And I think that if our parents knew that that's what we was doing, a lot of them might not have let that go down. But they don't know what we doing when we at the park.
No.
Or at least
mine definitely was
mine would have.
outside.
Yeah. Go outside and play. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but they don't know that you at the park getting in fist fights.
But my dad was like he's alpha male. And if you come back in the house like, yeah, Dad, you know, man, he whip my ass at the park. He whip your ass.
Okay,
Go back
so
out
you
there.
mean
Go
after
back
you
out
get
there, handle
told.
that.
Okay.
You know, like figure that out. You know what I mean?
And if you lose again, you better fight them again the next
yeah,
day.
you know what I mean? How I feel is that kids nowadays are all like tablet kids where all interaction is on a fucking screen. You know what I mean? So
Keyboard warriors.
yeah. So when there is a time where they're around peers or whatever, they don't know how to handle certain things or things to say right because they've been basically sheltered their whole life. So yeah,
it almost sounds like you are you more so thinking of it in a way like a physical aspect?
No,
Because there's
it's
more
mental
to,
too.
there's more to being a man than
Oh no,
getting
mental
in a fight
too.
and
Like
running away
like
from a fight.
with David, I know things I can say that's gonna trigger him, but me being in those kid settings taught me what not to say or not to basically trigger him.
So for you, overprotecting would be, Daddy, I went to the park. These kids was mean to me. And if you're an overprotective parent, you will tell them, "Come here, son. Don't go to the park no more."
No,
Don't,
no,
like,
necessarily.
what's overprotective?
That's kind of, I mean, it's kind of overprotecting right there.
What's overprotective?
I think
Not allowing them
letting
to not allowing them to fail and not holding them accountable
That and-
for their
Yeah,
actions.
not
Yeah.
letting them find their own solution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
let them fall. Like,
yeah.
like for instance, Cito's over there. He fell and crying. You know what I mean? You got it. But you see, nobody can't just take the rest of you. Oh, shut up. All right, then. You know what I mean? So I think
That's what I'm saying.
It starts when they're babies.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You know, of course, the way lifestyle, but sometimes your baby fall. Oh, you gonna run to them.
Yeah.
Let them fall, cry.
Yeah.
But I mean, to answer the question, yeah, I don't know if it's in regards to sons, if overprotecting them will strip away the traits that'll make them become a man. In my household, I'm going to say no, because you're going to be around me and your uncles, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to see what a real man is.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I was to overprotect him, he's not going to not become a man because of that, because he sees how he's supposed to handle him and conduct
see that.
himself anyway.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? Now, what D-Mac said, it might make him rebellious in certain aspects, but he's still going to be a man, because if you're being rebellious, then you're going against, you're still having your own opinion about something. Even though it may not be right and you rebelling, that's still you acting on your own mind frame. You know what I mean? So overprotecting, I don't know, I guess it depends on the situation. But
I have a question though.
And then I also think that if you are being overprotective, if you're not giving the why behind that, then that'll create too many questions, and then that'll create that rebelliousness versus if you giving them the why, maybe they think you being overprotective, but you don't feel like you are. If you give them the why and help them understand why you're making that decision of them not being able to do certain things and help them understand it, then it'll be different, I think.
Okay.
You had a question, Snook?
Yeah, so he mentioned his son being around us and like seeing how men interact.
Yeah.
But we're all men who's already been through things he's going to go through. You know what I mean? So like, when is he going to learn how to interact with his friends and kids his age? You know what I mean? Like, we've all like learned each other and like know, you know, things to say, not to say it or whatever, or how to package it up. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna like know that right then and there. He has to move through life or whatever to basically learn how to handle kids his age. You know what I mean?
But I mean that's being like shit. Him going to D-Mac's house, seeing how D-Mac said he bullying them. So you know what I mean. Seeing how Trey and Bray and I don't know the other two little boys from the neighborhood that was there, but seeing how they interact. Like kids are very observant. He goes to daycare. You know, once he starts going to school, once he starts playing sports, like, you know, that's, I can't teach him everything. Some things he's going to have to just learn on his own. So once he starts going to play sports and going to school,
what I'm saying.
that's when he's going to learn to, and then he got a sister at home. He got cousins, you know. Hey, I tell, because Deshaun is a bully. I have to tell everybody, all his cousins, look, if this little boy put his hands on you, hit him back. You have my permission. He's going to have to learn that it's going to be some consequences. You know, you put your hands on somebody, you're going to get hit back. You might get hit back, so you need to be prepared for this. Or if you say certain things, 90 will check him. Don't talk to me like that. So, you know, he'll learn through life, through growing up. Or hearing our stories.
Right.
True.
You know, when
What about you, bro?
I think that overprotecting the kid thing, man, it's like, as a man, you're gonna go through some stuff that's like hard. You know what I mean? It's gonna make or break you, right? So I think growing up as these younger years creates the foundation for that. So I think by letting them fall, I think sports is a big thing. I think every kid plays
absolutely.
sports.
It's
I don't
huge.
care what you play.
Yep.
Every kid plays sports. Because in sports, you go on the field. You playing baseball. You miss the ball. If you care any kind of way you want to hit that ball, it's gonna piss you off. So either you're gonna have that kid gonna have that growth mindset or that fixed mindset. The kid that has the fixed mindset, that's the kid you gotta really work with to get out of that, because that's the kid it's gonna be extremely hard for you in life, because you're gonna fail in life. When you fix in certain things, you want certain things to come easy to you. Come easy to you, want it. If it doesn't come easy to you, you don't want it. You know what I mean? I go through that in my household.
That's a good way to put it.
It's big. If you have the growth mindset, you embrace the failure. You don't know if the failure is at the point you're like, I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna go again. Or if you get ran over, I've seen a lot of kids turn from football to baseball, basketball. Yeah, I don't want that no more. I hurt it a little bit. But some kids get hit like, I want to do that shit again. I'm gonna give him his time. Watch him give him his time. And that's they show that at a younger age. I think us as fathers, parents, especially when it goes to our boys, have to show them how to channel that aggression, or if they don't have aggression, show them why they need to get out of that fixed mindset, because in order to be successful in life, you're going to fail, but embrace that and you keep pushing that.
Don't quit.
And I think that's a real big part of trying to keep their traits intact. You know what I mean? Because we can easily, the kid that's fixed mindset, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. You keep figuring it out. Like right now, Trey, he got growth mindset, but he tying damn shoes. It's hard. It's like, you want to do the bunny ears, bro? Like, I'm done with this, bro. Anything else like sports or anything like that, he on. He can random, I don't care. But anything that's like he don't feel it's important, it's like, give me the Velcro joints. Nah, bro. We gotta tie this. But you get to give him, if you see kids that have a fixed mindset in certain things, and give them an incentive, like, hey, bro, you get 15 minutes trying, get some ice cream. All right, best. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel. That's how you get them out of that fixed mindset and certain things, and give them a growth mindset. You give them goals to inspire to get. And it's like go that way. I think if we keep doing that way, they build the traits to become the men they need to be in life, because then when they come in life, when they grow out the house, they'll figure out ways to accomplish the next goal. And that fixed mindset, but if that fixed mindset isn't fixed when they're young, as us fox fixing them fixed as they're young, it's gonna be very, very hard to be successful in my opinion, coming to boys.
Well, and even with my daughter too, because I do agree overprotecting is not gonna do them any justice. You know what I mean? They're gonna depend on you for too much versus being a self-sufficient individual
or not being able to speak up for themselves.
Yeah.
There's nothing you talking about too. I cut you off, Sean. So like this era nowadays, like y'all y'all grew up like kind of with the single mom, right? So the single mom became like the mom and the dad. So I can do everything. So the era we kind of in now is like I don't need a man for nothing. I can do that with myself. So keeping like your daughter has her mom and has you, right? Keeping her being the woman supposed to be the emotional, soft, like genuine woman, the nurturer. How do you keep? Especially ask a question for you got a daughter and you got a daughter too. How do you keep them being nurturing and instead of them being so? I didn't say instead of them. The nurturing woman that God created in me, in my opinion, to be nurturing and soft and
Men can't be nurturing.
loving on her. That's all I do.
you know how like supposed to be the man supposed to be like men supposed to be never be loving, but more authoritative in my opinion. And the women's supposed to be the nurturers, like the yin and yang.
Man is the provider. The woman
Yeah.
is the
No,
nurturer.
I get that, but I ask you that because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when I see Sean with Nandi, Sean is a nurturer with her. That's why I say that because
I think he like that kid with his daughter. I think to me, I had daughter. Oh my God, bro! All the girls, Bezos, Nandi, it's their daughters. You nurturing your daughter, but with men or their sons, I'm different. I am at least. I'm still loving, giving to them. I tell them every night, but it's a little more like more aggressive with my boys. I definitely tell my love every time.
I don't differentiate.
That's what I was about to
Mine,
get
I
to.
do.
Nandi might probably gets it worse than Decon.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's based off of the kid.
Yeah.
Like Elijah, I might have to. Yeah, I might have to get with your little dad, my Eli.
Yeah.
I might have to get with him. Jordan, I know that Jordan is not as I don't want to say tough, but I gotta nurture his emotions because he is more of the emotional kid, and so I can't. Like how you be on Trey, I can't do that with Jordan.
Yeah.
Because Jordan will shut down.
Right.
So but there's times where I can't leave the nurturing up to Lace because she might not be available at that time for nurturing. So I gotta be able to do that.
Copy.
And raising a daughter, you got to be, because you don't want your daughter to have daddy issues.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And be out here looking for in these other
Yeah.
boys and
Yeah,
what
looking
they
for love for places.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
I love on my daughter. That's to answer your question on how I guess keep her feminine and keep her soft.
I think like
you know what I mean?
men that got daughters, your daughter, you're the first man she fall in love with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I see like men with daughters, bro, I'm like, oh, that's so dope, bro, because
That's
you're
the
literally
truth.
the first man she falls in love with. Now, no weird shit.
No.
Because
It's called the Oedipus complex.
No, it's
Yeah.
real. Like
So the Oedipus
talking
the
about.
Oedipus complex is when you're around, I want to say like between like 2 and 5, the first person you fall in love with is that parent of like the opposite. Yeah. So that's why little boys love their mommy so much, little girls love their daddy so much. It's called the Oedipus complex.
that's big,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Whatever type of man you guys are, type of man she gonna look for in the world.
Every girl wants to
You know what I
marry
mean?
somebody like their father for the most part. And then for the most part, men marry a woman who's like their mother. Not 100%, but for the most part,
Some of the traits.
the traits
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Me and Victory have a good relationship. Like daddy girl.
Bezos.
all the way.
It's
But I think
Bezos.
Bezos. We call her Bezos.
Bezos. It's called
I'm not
Bezos.
done
We call her
changing
Bezos.
that. I'm doing it forever.
I know it's Bezos.
Yeah. I've known Bezos forever.
We know it's Bezos.
Not changing
Bezos.
it.
We call it
Yeah.
Bezos.
You got the Mexico shirt on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta say it right. You gotta say it right.
Say it
I'm
right.
saying it wrong my entire life. I'm gonna keep it that way.
Canelo.
Bezos.
Got his
Yeah.
ass whooped.
No, I'm keeping it for Crawford though.
But yeah,
I
but
can't tell.
I like the
What?
shirt. You like
I
that?
can't tell.
Let
You
me-
got you get an Omaha shirt. Yeah.
Oh me. Oh, I need to give you. I was
Shirt.
going Crawford. 100%.
yeah, but no, Victory. She's fucking. She's amazing, bro. Like amazing. You know what I mean? But
How old is she now?
7,
Oh, she.
7, yeah.
Big
But
girl.
she's like teaching me how to be a little bit softer, you know. But she's hella rough. You know what I mean? So, but so our disagreements or like me getting on her, I could yell at her, but I can't curse at her. So if I'm yelling, she cool. But if I'm man, this and that, she get the cry. I'm sorry, daddy. You know what I mean? But
I give
but
it.
yeah, like for real.
Bro, I give it. To
Oh
you.
my god, no, like
So raw.
Braylon gets it the worst. Braylon gets it the worst. I grab a Bray by the shirt. Come here. He was like, you know, now
Now he
he
about
used to
6'5".
it. He used to it, yeah.
Knees. You just got them knees.
Yeah.
It's huge.
He used to it now, you know.
killing me.
He'll sit there, you know what I mean? And Victory too. Funny thing is, you know, Bray or Victory didn't recognize that I stutter. Like they just thought like, oh, okay, he just talk like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that weight, like, you know, me cuss, oh, you motherfuckers, and I get stuck like this. You know what I mean?
Fucker up.
They be like, you know what I mean?
Every
They don't finish it, nothing. They just wait like,
You
I
mother.
know what he's saying, but you know, he gonna get it out. You know what I mean? Braylon now, you know, he helps out like, all right, Dad, you trying to say this? Yeah. And then I keep on going. He's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
That'll piss me more.
Yeah.
Don't fish my goddamn tail.
But yeah.
I get there. I get there.
On everything.
Like the story Bernie Mac told
God.
waiting on the bus.
Dog. Bro, it's crazy. But what everybody like really don't know is everybody think that we saved Victory. Victory saved me. You know what I mean? Because so she's adopted. We had her for a year and some months, and then she had went back to her aunt, and her going back was fucking crazy,
Boy,
like
that tore y'all up on me.
dramatic. You know what I mean? Like the her caseworker came and picked her up and putting her in the car. Victory was yelling and crying, "Help me, Daddy! Help me!" And being in that, like I couldn't do anything. Like I'm just like, you know, hands is tied. You know what I mean? And then her going definitely made our house dark. You know what I mean? Her going and then things I was going through with Braylon, you know, left our house dark.
Yeah.
And being in the dark, I was in a dark place like for a cool little minute. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really talking to people like that. I was like putting the front on.
Was you going
saying
through
I
it
was
with Pops
cool.
at the same time too?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was real dark. You know, like I had thoughts of doing things and, you know, how things would like be and all that, you know. So I'm like, okay, you know, and things going on my head and, you know, the being in law enforcement, everybody say when, you know, he retires, he gonna kill himself. You know, there's like
I've heard that.
there's a stereotype
Yeah.
of cops eating
I used to be in
their
law
own
enforcement,
guns
so I've heard that.
Why?
because you got to think we're go, and then
Always needed.
retire. Yeah, needed. Then shit stops.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like nobody needs you no more, and like you're
called heroism.
just living. You know what I mean? So so
Damn, I ain't know that either.
so 6 months later, Ash has a Facebook message from her aunt who got her back. She's like, "Yo, pick her up. We don't want her." It was like, "What? Like she's amazing." So Ash responded back like, "Yeah, you got to talk to her caseworker, this and that." And Victory came back in my darkest moment. My birthday was the day that we picked her up, and that same time Ray wasn't there because I didn't see him for almost 9 months, and come to find out,
at the time they seen you cry.
no. So Ray was gone, and Victor came back on my birthday, and I was like, she came back, and I'm at work, and Ash called me up and said, "Hey, we're picking her up on, I think it was Sunday," and we found out Friday. And I'm at work in the car at the yard, boo crying, because I had thought about how the world would be with me not in it. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't thoughts of like how I'm gonna do it and all that. But it was just a thought, like, how would it be if I wasn't here? Like, how would everybody act? This and that. And I thought about Cap's, his death, and David Peoples. And thing that got in my head was, if I was to do something, like pills or whatever, I would be viewed as a coward. And I was like, never been that, like, that's not what a man do. You know what I mean? He's not a coward. He stands up. He provides, and he's there. He's present. So that helped me a lot. And going through everything. Mom asked, like, I had aunts and cousins. Y'all been there, helped me out a whole lot. Like, he'll call me here and there, and I'll shut him out. Like, I don't want to talk. You know what I mean?
Boy, you quick to do that too.
Yeah, shut him down quick. You know what I mean?
I'll pull up on him, dude.
He'll pop up. Yeah, he'll pop up. So I'm like, all right. So, but yeah. So Victory came back, and I'm like, she going back. So I'm not gonna get too attached. And then I want to say a week or like 2 later, her caseworker said, "Yo, mama's ready to sign over rights. She's done. Like, she's gonna be y'all's." And like,
y'all went to court.
Biggest thing in foster care was like, they're trying to find some kind of family member, aunts, cousins, or whatever. And there was nobody else, and everybody was moving back to Cuba. So everybody was like, she's y'all's. And mom literally logged in court and said, like, court, the judge haven't even talked yet. Mom said, "Where I sign at? We leaving." And my attorney was like, "Sign here." She was like, and left, going. So I'm like, yo, like, Victory is amazing in all ways. You know what I mean? Very loving, you know what I mean? Like, if Victory don't really fuck with you, there is a huge problem with you. You know what I mean? So But yeah, but so like we saved each other in our situations. And then like I want to say Victory came back March 21st and Bray came back. I want to say I think May came back. You know what I mean? And he didn't change up like he came back and it was like he's never left.
Yeah.
We rolled on and then his baseball started kicking off and we bonded on that, and then now it's homecoming coming up and he's like, Dad, I need a suit like you will wear, like
like you will wear,
like you will wear. I'm like, I bet, you know what I mean.
You gotta
So
show him the picture from when we went to prom.
Oh, hold on, which fit because I was always
We
clean.
had the black and red when I wore the black and gold.
Me and Courtney.
Yeah. I saw that picture not too long ago.
Oh yeah, so but yeah, man, great year, great daughter.
Love to hear that.
But yeah,
It's cold, man.
definitely making me softer though.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes you softer. I think it's making you evolve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
facts.
softer. I would say more in
In
tune.
tune.
Mhm.
Yeah. In tune.
You know?
Like we talked, I said I wanted to. I said I needed growing up emotional guidance.
Yeah.
That's right there. Your
Oh,
daughter.
yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
yin and
Yeah.
you go through her. Of course your son too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing, bro.
I think being more in tuned is one thing that I really give all of us kudos for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we all, whatever we needed as young men growing up, what we wanted in fathers, bro, we've legit become exactly what we need, bro.
That and more.
Every
And
one of
more,
us has
yeah.
become that. But what I love about our bond, bro, is that we acknowledge it. We're okay with it. We're vulnerable with each other about it. And so, to make this clear, we talk like this all the time. Like this ain't no podcast stuff, bro. Like this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if we in the back of Tap, like yeah, this bro, this is what we do. When we at the house.
Speaking of, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, dog. It's
Not for
been
me, I
a
smoke
minute.
almost. I smoke a lot.
All of us. We need to have another.
Hey, I ain't got a game this week. This coming week.
Oh yeah.
I ain't got a game this week, bro.
Friday, Saturday.
We're on the bye this week, so
I'm down.
yeah,
Friday.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll just do Friday.
We'll see what's happening. Even if we at the crib or
have
something,
Yeah.
See till next Friday.
I
We
got a
get
table
one
at the
in.
house.
huh?
Let's get one in Friday. Do
Come
Friday.
to the house, have a table.
No, we going.
We go to Tap. We
Yeah,
go
Friday.
yeah, go to
But
Tap.
men, though, I mean, I feel like when we do the male and man thing, let's say a man does what is right, a male does what feels right. But I think what really separates a male and a man is accountability. Accountability is so big. It's so big. You have to know when you're wrong, and you have to own up to it and be able to not necessarily own up to it, but be willing to grow from that wrong. If that makes sense. I got flaws. Super emotional.
Facts.
Freaking quick to anger.
Soft ass.
Like I guess I'm always angry. And I'm quick to anger. Just sitting right there ready. But I don't want my kids to be quick to anger because again, that little split second being quick to anger can change you from being free into 30 years in prison. I say that a lot. But I think accountability, hold yourself accountable, and I'll be willing to grow. That's the ultimate man. If that makes sense. Always willing to grow.
I think we should include our young women in
Facts.
it's instead of saying the ultimate man. I think that's just what makes the ultimate responsible individual.
I respect that. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. 100%.
Because it's so many. Because I know
Yeah.
we focus on the men, but you also got to think like I work at a high school, bro. It's so many. It's so much potential with our young ladies that they're not able to tap into because they don't have that accountability. And a lot of them have daddy issues.
Right.
Whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And obviously, like with the position that I'm in, I deal with a lot of behaviors and stuff at the school. But just naturally just being a solid man, and whether it's this young man or this young woman's life, like I have a lot of these young ladies who legit look at me as like their school dad.
Right.
Like they come up to me for everything.
It's important.
But we talk a lot about the young boys because as men, we can relate. We can relate more.
Right.
But like Sean said, we can't forget about the young ladies as
I
well.
was raised by women, right? So
Yeah.
that's who made me who I am today. So she had to be accountable for a lot of things. She had to really see what worked and didn't work because a lot of things worked for me didn't work for my little brother. You know what I mean? My sisters, I got twin sisters. That's 20 things that worked that thought worked for us ain't the same thing. They different era. They totally different era.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So for our young ones, doing what is right versus what feels right, and having that accountability will create a responsible individual.
Most definitely. I'll take you further. I'll take you more places than anything else. Being accountable because you always can grow from that, and you keep growing. You keep evolving. You're getting better and better and better and better and better. You're never content. The sky really is the limit. Then, you know, it really is open up doors you know you can have. When people stop growing, that's when they stop receiving different type of thing. The doors start closing. They're not walking through them anymore. Yeah.
But being younger, we always heard don't be a individual, be a team player, or whatever. Now, kind of hate that phrase.
Like Jordan said, or who was it?
Hate
Kobe?
that
Was it
phrase,
Jordan?
'cause if
It was
you're-
Kobe, I
It
think.
ain't no I in team.
But it's a me in
But
that
it's a me in
motherfucker.
Me and that motherfucker.
It's a me in that motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
Why you hate that phrase?
Cause bro, like I think now, kids basically feed off each other. Like it's like so if we're a team or whatever, and y'all all doing fentanyl,
You probably gonna
I
do
do
it.
it too. Like no, I'm a be that guy. It's like no, y'all be a team. I'm over here by myself. I'm an individual. You know, I'm a do my thing by myself. You know, and be in my lane, cause being in my lane, there's no fucking traffic. You know what I mean? It's just me who's in my lane.
Yeah. That's what I had to tell Nandi the other day.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't be no follower.
No,
Because she said something about she wanted an umbrella or something because everybody else had one.
no.
I said, we was walking. I had picked her up from school. We walking back to the car. I stopped, knelt down, got on her level. I said, ain't nothing wrong with you wanting an umbrella, but I don't like that reason that you gave because everybody else got one. And I said, it's an extreme example, but this is what your granny used to tell me. This is what my mom used to tell me all the time. I said, if all them people that you following go jump off a
cliff,
bridge, you gonna go jump off that bridge with them? I
Yep.
said, I know it's extreme, Nandi,
Yeah.
but sometimes it can get there.
Yep.
If you don't get a hold of that and nip that feeling of wanting to do what everybody else do, if you don't nip that in the bud, it can develop into that.
Yep.
I ain't go into her, but we all
Yeah.
know of cults where them people have killed
Yeah.
themselves.
Crazy.
But yeah, being a follower, like you said, it's not everybody doing
Yeah,
it.
no.
You ain't gonna be no follower, and
No.
having that accountability,
Yep.
create that individual.
One last question, though.
individual.
What's your biggest fear as being a father or as being a man?
I think as a father is me not being here to see my kids reach their full potential.
That's same, homie. Same. That's the exact same.
I don't know nothing. Bro.
Sean, what's your?
I haven't even thought about it. The first thing that came to mind was not me, I guess, doing because I'm so hardcore in a way. But my kids love me, so I guess maybe them taking something that I said the wrong way and kind of shutting me out their life.
Losing them, then losing
You know
them.
what I mean?
I got you.
I'm here, but they don't want nothing to do with me type shit.
Bro, for somebody who's
That way, that's probably-
who's seen their and granted he was still present, but to have him sent away and feel that sense of like abandonment, my biggest fear is to not be here for Jordan and Elijah. Because I know that if I'm not here, Alacia will be okay. She'll be fine. But Jordan and Elijah, my biggest fear in life is not being here for my boys.
Being a failure. You know what I mean? Or not being able to provide. You know what I mean? Like that's my biggest failure. Because you know, Bray, him doing baseball, that ain't cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's on a team now where you know things are being paid for and you know all that. But you know, I think I have a break now. No, because now it's victory in
Riding horses.
horseback riding and you know dancing and all that.
Dancing.
So like I don't want to like let them down by not being able to give them those things that they've worked for. You know what I mean? So
Respect that.
yeah,
Respect that,
basically
man.
it.
That's dope, bro. Hey,
You know?
thank y'all for joining in with Not Your Average.
Hold on,
Appreciate
did you?
y'all.
Oh, you already answered.
Yeah. So
Appreciate y'all now joining in Not Your Average, man. You know we here, a vulnerable aspect.
Mike.
We covered a lot. We covered a lot today. About being there for our kids. You know, our biggest nightmares. You know, for mine, like I said, was not being able to be here and see them reach their full potential. We covered a lot today. You know, a whole lot. Got back on track, and thank y'all for joining in and spending time with us. See y'all soon.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Peace.